to have you all with us. So thank you. The world is in a fraught place at many levels, with war, looming recessions, escalating climate crisis. In this landscape, despite its many, many problems, India is a powerful watchdog of hope, as it is poised to become the third largest economy in the world by 2027. The theme of our conclave this year is apt when we say the India moment. Human ingenuity, intellect, endeavors has always had the capacity to shift the most impossible needles. So we seek to make the conclave a gathering of game changers, exciting innovators, thought leaders, impact creators, policy makers, discussing the world, how it sees India, and how India sees India with all its diversity. And of course, how India is already impacting the world. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors this morning. The India Today Conclave in its 20th edition, the India Moment, sponsored, presented by R.P. Sanjeev Goenka Group, powered by Kirloskar, co-presenting Hefel, technology partner Hitachi, conclave partner Hindustan Power Project Group, knowledge partner Reva University, luxury mobility partner BMW India, state partner Uttarakhand, partner TOPS, celebration partner Radico Khaitan, social innovation partner NEC Corporation India, industry partner REC Limited, banking partner SBI Life Insurance Partner, Life Insurance Corporation of India, bespoke partner Dramilano. In our 20th edition this year, we do hope you will tweet out on all the exciting sessions that you catch on this stage right here. Our hashtag that we're tweeting under, India Today Conclave. I'll say that again, that's hashtag India Today Conclave. Also, through the course of the next 2 days, we're going to have some very exciting speakers who are also authors, and you can buy their books, get them signed at the Author's Corner in the atrium right outside Roshanara Hall. There's also a photo booth right outside Shah Jahan Hall, a very special cover shoot for all our audiences. So in middle of sessions, please step out, get your pictures taken at the photo booth, which is right outside the Shah Jahan Hall. But there's something that I'm very excited about, is also at the Shah Jahan Hall, and that is presented by India Today AI. Over the course of the many, many years, we've taken our covers and we've had AI reimagine them. Very exciting. You must catch them. They're at the Shah Jahan Hall. With what you see on the dais right here, along with that, we're going to have multiple breakaway sessions, trust me, to keep you up to speed as and when they take place. Once again, urging everybody to find their seats. We are ready to power into our first session this morning.
You are the limitless universe, with dreams that see no bounds, with potential as vast as the horizon, with abilities as endless as the ocean. Reva University guides students to seek the power within through empowerment. Reva University is home for unlimited opportunities to let yourself flourish through your...
All ready to begin. Once again, urging all of you to find your seats. What a fabulous 2 days we have lined up ahead for you, viewers. Impact makers from all walks of life coming together on this dais as we celebrate the India Today Conclave in its 20th edition. And aptly, we've called it the theme of our conclave this year, the India moment. With all its diversity, divergent views coming together with all its cliches, driving the India story, the India movement. Urging all of you at the back to please find your seats, clear the aisles. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick-start the proceedings this morning. For those outside, would you please file in, find your seats? And we do hope you are going to continue to tweet out. Once again, we are tweeting under the hashtag India Today Conclave.
और शेजवान सॉस देखो कैसे रंग जमाती है। देसी क्या चाइनीज में भी यहाँ तड़का पड़ता है। दिल कभी रेड कभी ग्रीन चिली पे मरता है। तो आज ही टॉप सॉसेस की वाइड रेंज घर लाएं और हर दिन कुछ नया बनाएं।
To take you through our journey for 2 decades, we're in our 20th edition. The India Today Conclave has been and will be a global diagnostic featuring eminent minds, thought-provoking discussions. This year is very, very special to us. We're in our 20th year and we welcome you all. It's doubly significant for us to have you all join us over the course of the next 2 days.
51 flavors में tops।
It's going to be 2 days of exciting innovators, thought leaders, impact creators from all walks of life coming together, policymakers on this dais, and taking the dialogue, the discourse of what makes the India movement, what drives the India movement with all our diversities, what propels us, what pushes us, what brings us down, all of that.
And Royal Ranthambore whiskey. While the Rampur distillery is Radico's pride, expansion efforts are underway to increase output from 160 million litres to 327 million litres by introducing a new facility at Sitapur. Radico Khaitan is the biggest supplier of branded spirits to the Indian Defence Services and also a leading exporter of alcohol from India. The company exports its products to over 100 countries worldwide. As a socially driven company, our efforts...
Once again, viewers, welcoming everyone to the 20th edition of the India Today Conclave. And to kickstart proceedings, I would like to warmly request Mr. Aroon Purie, Chairman and Editor-in-Chief, the India Today Group, to come on board and deliver the welcome address.
Differently, to build a better life for you, you deserve a...
Honored guests, good morning. Please note my wokefulness as I'm not addressing you, all of you, in the usual prefix. We live in the age of gender diversity and an easily offended nation. So, honored guests, a warm welcome to the 20th edition of the India Today Conclave. "19 years ago, in this very hall, in the presence of Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, we had kicked off a 2-day conclave at which the theme was Building an Indian Century. We knew the idea was aspirational, but worth testing. Surprisingly, the galaxy of speakers not only endorsed the idea, but also suggested pathways to build an Indian century. That included Prime Minister Vajpayee, Leader of the Opposition Sonia Gandhi, Mukesh Ambani, Raghuram Rajan, and Colin Powell, among others. The following year, the theme was India, Global Giant or Pygmy. The gala night speaker that night was President Clinton. He exhorted us to say, and I quote, "The world cannot afford for India to be a pygmy. You have to be a giant, and the right kind of giant." With over a fifth of the 21st century gone, the giant has arrived. It is India's moment. From economy to geopolitics to entertainment to sports, India's graph is on the rise. Let's look at some significant developments to see how India has shaped up in this century so far. In 2000, India's economy was less than 5% of US economy in dollar terms. Today, it is 14%. Last year, India became the 5th largest economy in the world. We're also, as you all know, the fastest growing large economy in the world. We've recently become the most populous country on the planet, with 1.4 billion people, out of which 1 billion are below the age of 35, while many other countries have aging populations. This means we are an aspirational nation, and that signifies we are an amazing market for anybody. The development which is changing India the most is the phenomenal pace of digitization. It is transforming lives at the top and the bottom of the pyramid. We have the world's highest mobile data consumption and the second largest internet user. Every second, 3 people join the net in India, and 2 are from villages. This, honored guests, is India's moment. Perhaps the most significant proof of India's socio-economic change is the unstoppable rise of the startup ecosystem. Where their parents and grandparents saw risks, today's youth see reward. The mindset change has resulted in India having the 3rd largest number of unicorns and startups in the world. In 2021, India added a unicorn every 29 days. And in 2022, an incredible one in every 9 days. There are no better proof than this that Indian entrepreneurship is alive and kicking. This too is India's moment. Now that climate change is on everyone's mind, India, with 350 days of sunshine over a vast landmass and the prospect of green hydrogen, India will probably be the world leader in renewable energy in the years to come. And of course, we won 2 Oscars last week, growing evidence of India's rise as a soft power. India has literally got the world dancing to our tune. Natu, Natu. Please applaud for that. Apart from India's efforts, a confluence of external circumstances has put the country in a sweet spot. The India moment, so to speak, which is what this conclave is all about, first came COVID in 2019, which made the world go topsy-turvy and undermined the whole movement of globalization. COVID disrupted supply chains across the globe and served as a stark reminder of how interdependent the world had become, especially regarding China, which had become the world's factory. Business worldwide started exploring the China Plus One. It represented an excellent opportunity for India, and we've been doing well on this front. One statistic illustrates this really well. Since independence in 1947, India has received roughly $950 billion in FDI. Believe it or not, of this, 56% of $532 billion has come in the last 90 months. This is India's moment. Second is the Ukraine war, which started a little more than a year ago. Besides the terrible human tragedy, it has disrupted world trade, created food shortages, raised energy prices, and further splintered the world to pick sides. India's difficult but so far deft handling of its relations with Russia has seen it emerging as a bridge and a key negotiator between what is called the global north and the global south. We have seen multiple pieces of evidence of this in the past year, and we'll see more in the year of India's G20 presidency. This again is India's moment. The dissolution of most of the developed world with China is also working to our advantage. The rise of China is seen as a threat by most of the world, while the rise of India is seen as benign and a global good. India is a democracy. The world respects us for this. No democracy is perfect. Ours is noisy, chaotic, and messy. Even mature democracies like the USA and UK have serious issues. Our democracy is our biggest asset. We must protect it. Without it, we will not survive as a nation. Let me say a word about the media. We are a favorite whipping boy for many. There's talk of Godi media and Toro media. The point is this, that you have a plethora of choices. You watch or read whatever appeals to you. There are nearly 24/7 news channels. There are 400 24/7 news channels and approximately 150,000 newspapers, plus countless websites. Do you think anyone can control all this? I'm not even counting social media, which is another animal. Free media is essential to our democracy. Just think, would the country be better off without it? Despite many daunting challenges, I'm optimistic about India. For all its flaws, India has a momentum of its own. And it is bigger than any one leader. I'm optimistic because India's attitude has changed from chalta hai to can do to now doing or done. I believe India now has the capability, capacity, credibility, creativity, and leadership to meet all our challenges. That's what sets India's moment, this India moment, from such moments in the past. Honored guests, conclaves don't solve issues, but they come up with solutions and options. In the sessions we have lined up for you today and tomorrow, you will meet and hear major actors of the Indian drama who will shape and build on the India moment. Most importantly, we have the man of the moment, Prime Minister Modi, tomorrow evening. Also, there are a wide range of politicians from different parties, the Chief Justice of India, the experts on aging, artificial intelligence, film stars, and many others who will explore possible avenues and options on how to build on India's moment. When you leave at the end of this conclave, I hope your heart is filled with optimism and your head is held high, for this is your moment too. Enjoy the conclave. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Purie. All right, viewers, ladies and gentlemen, let's take you now immediately to our first session this morning. Badge of Courage, Soldiers, Robots, Borders, AI, the challenge of new generation warfare and the idea of India in uniform. To take it from here and introduce you to our star speaker this morning, I want to hand it over to Rahul Kaval, News Director, TVTN, Managing Editor, Special Online Projects, and Executive Director, Business Today.